Yeah, good morning, everybody watching this program this morning. My name is Engineer Ibrahim Moses Igoche. Update from GBB on security challenge in Edo State yesterday. We continue to advise all of us to be part of the vigilante security police joint task force to ensure that we have information gathering center to ensure that we can support our people. We have an attack yesterday from Edo Isokwe and Edo South, Edo North, and the attack was brutal, but we're very happy with the police intervention and advice on what to do when we have such issues. So we would like to listen to those intervention team and let's see what is up from there.
Our personnel here, you have to give them information. Is that okay? When you see what we call suspicious movement, what do? You call them and tell them, look, this is what is going on. The hunters or the vigilante group or the youth leader should open their eyes and observe movement of people. If you see any strange movement, you can always inform our men. We have enough mobile men here to come and assist you so that such a thing will not repeat itself. Don't just go and fold your arms. Then some of you who are compromising or colluding with some people from outside, you have to.
This is very important because security of life and property is to be taken very seriously. The idea of some of us compromising the police and the security information is really not very good. And I want to advise us, the Grassroots Bridge and the Renew Hope Ambassador, to ensure that such information should be communicated to the right office on time. And also, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate our brother Austin, who's been up and running, giving enough information to the grassroots desk and to carry out this prompt action. There is nothing in this life that we have to do other than protecting lives and property of our neighbors, knowing ourselves, working with ourselves, and also ensure that everything we're doing is properly channeled. Let's listen to Commissioner of Police from Edo State. Is such a nice and a wonderful man. We will give him opportunity again to educate us on what to do, while we continue from there.
What happened? That is for my part because I know they first appear for our place before the older people.
These are your brothers too. So you have to cooperate with them. Is that understood? Yes, sir. They have come here to come and help you. So help the police to help you. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Help the police to help you. You understand? Any information that you believe is credible enough.
Answer.
Wait, I'm talking. You make it available for the police. You understand? Any information you believe that is useful for us to be able to apprehend these hoodlums, you make it available. Are you clear? Are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
Tell those people at home that the Commissioner of Police visited this place today on the spot assessment of what happened. So you have to cooperate with personnel there. Thank you very much.
That is the Commissioner of Police from Edo State appreciating us and appreciating the people of Edo State and also sympathizing with them for the ugly incident that happened from Edo State yesterday. I'm going to be sharing screen with us to see what has happened. And we want to believe that if we work together with the police, if we join force with them, If we give them support, most of these things will not happen. It is not good to show most of these things too live on air, but I'm just going to bring a very few of them so that we can have a look at it and know fully well that there is a need for us to work together as a people and not leaving the police or playing the security information of the police when they need for us to communicate rightly to them. I'm going to bring one of our brother live now, and he's going to be sharing with us the experience from Edo State in Isekwe yesterday. He's always working with us. He's always giving us. Is one of the very senior person in GBB, and also working directly um, with the grassroots people. So let's give him the opportunity to speak to us and let's hear him out. Mr. Augustine, can you hear us? The is okay. I think his network is down at the moment. We still want him to come on air and give us update from Edo State in Isekwe. Uh, Furthermore, I would like to advise us as youth of Nigeria to be part of the surveillance. We are going to provide so much free toll lines and get all the contact with the police commissioners and the joint task force that are going to work with us. I think he's back now. Let us hear from him. He's having some internet issue, but I think his network is back now. So, good morning this morning, Mr. Augustine.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, can you hear us, Mr. John Mojuba?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Nigerians are watching you from all over the world. We want to appreciate you so seriously for bringing this information before us. And as we plead to all Nigerians and the security agencies to join force with the Renew Hope Ambassador and the Grassroots Bridge Leader to circulate this information and to announce the telephone number that can be communicated when there's emergency. And I believe that you are one of the ambassadors that have been working with us, and we believe in your judgment. So please introduce yourself and give us a brief of what happened yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Nigerians. My name's John.
Yeah, go ahead. If you can hear us, the network is not very good from where you are. I can feel it too, but if you can talk to us, we'll be very happy.
Information to our boss, the happening of which we have been passing through in Edo State, Isako, this local government, Usukwi, Imnegba, Okwepe, and Imnakibu. The ED, that is the north center of Edo State. We have been passing through a lot of attacks from the heads of the Fulanis. The situation which we are facing right now is not comfortable with any one of us, both in the village and those that are in diaspora. We are not happy with the situation, sir. And we want Nigerians, the government, from the higher authority to come to our rescue. That's why we are sharing this information. The massacres which we have been experiencing in Edo State in general. As a matter of fact, this local government is no longer safe. These people have invaded our land. Our farmers can no longer go into farming. They go and destroy their farm produce. They attack them and kill so many of people. So the situation is so pathetic right now, which we can no longer, bear. It's so unfortunate that a farmer, we woke up in the morning, go to his farm along the road. This so-called Fulani S-men attacked and started killing innocent people. Thank you, sir. This is what we have been passing through in the area of the state right now. And as we speak now, nobody, no one in the village can go into a farm now to bring out their goods without for feeding or to do any kind of business, to have their cash, or for all the situation that is on ground in the country. The incident is too much to bear right now. Thank you, sir. I think I would like to share the link to some of my people so that they can contribute their own part of the whole scenario. I will do just that. We all know that the program is a very short program this morning, but those that are joined are easily joined and give their report as well. Thank you, sir. The audio is gone, sir.
The situation at hand around the insurgency calls for worry. Like I said, the Commissioner of Police of Edo State, we want to appreciate him for his prompt action, for even coming to the scene of the incident and educating us to know our neighbors. It is important for we to know our neighbors, to know those who are living with, to know those that are part of our community. I keep telling us that there is no other person who knows your community more than you. There is no other person who can protect you more than yourself.
Yes.
The police will come for intervention, and that will always be an after effect. But the surveillance and prevention of insurgent is the duty of everybody. We are going to make sure that we work with Mr. President, with all well-meaning Nigerians, to provide a toll-free line for the ambassadors of the Renew Hope, working and piloted by the grassroots bridge builders. We are not going to relent. We are not going to let this ugly incident continue. We need to return back to peace, and we need to ensure that our farmers go back to farm. The farmers guard, the youth of our time, the leaders, and everywhere meaning Nigerian. This is a time to show love and show concern. It is no longer business as usual, and we have to stand up to defend our nation, Nigeria. I appreciate you so much, Mr. John Mojuba, for always coming up and standing upright among the youth. Some of the youth that compromises security challenges, it is a sin for you to compromise the security of your people, the lives and property, for those who are labored, to be cut away by hoodlums, people who are wayward, who have no respect for life. You're taking life that you cannot repair. You're killing people because you have gone illegally. The government need to sit up, need to work, as we are also working, protecting and installing the Triangle Project to ensure that there is a communication between the grassroots and the central government. The government also need to ease up. The government apparatus, all the juju components within the government systems. It's so difficult to work with the government, to penetrate with the government, to even give a vital information the government is not ready to ease up to listen. That is not the duty of Mr. President. If we are working with the police, the commissioner of police is the head of the state in the state of the security. We have the DSS there, we have the civil defense, and we have all manners of the agencies. We are begging you people to give us opportunity to be able to collaborate with you people and give information rightly when needed. But the fact is that getting access to these government workers, government offices that are supposed to help the ordinary people is practically impossible in Nigeria the way it is right now. And we keep saying it. Things are not done that way. There'll be no progress. Whatever I tell anybody regarding this government, take it. Before we get to where we are today, we know what we'll pass through. All of you who have been with us in the grassroots arena knows how long we continue following up meetings with the government. If you are not patient, you can't do anything with the government. It's so frustrating. And that is why this kind of issue can never finish. The government is not ready to listen. The government is not ready to touch. The government is not ready. I can say this and I can say it again. Because the president will make pronouncement, the DPO will come over, and you cannot get result from them. If the government is not ready to help us, they should be ready to face this kind of embarrassment and face assault at the international organization. We don't have any other nation other than this. This crisis in the food industry today is as a result of the Fulani herdsmen who are not allowing people to go to farm. If you go to Benue, there are killings everywhere. If you go to Kogi State, you go to everywhere in this country. This is not the Nigeria that we know. And we need to sit up, we need to frown at it, and we need to work out ourselves to be part of the system. The grassroots bridge builder has given everything 100% in totality to support the grassroots people. And those who are working with us already know our mandate. We are not going to relent our effort in helping humanity and passing messages of peace and ensure that peace return back to our homes. The most loving and peaceful prison in the world is when your house is at peace. If your home is not at peace, there is no way you can make any meaningful impact in anything you're doing. Please, Nigerians and leaders, we are begging you people to ease up a little so that when we come for partnership, it should be done for people to benefit. The government cannot step down from government offices and bring this partnership without a private partnership to achieve the grassroots working with the government. And we are finding it so difficult to get this thing done. If you are not their family, if you don't have the money to buy your way, if you don't have one thing that will benefit one thing or one thing, you remain there forever, except very few men who understand partnership and who want to take Nigeria to the greater height. We appreciate those people. And that is why I continue to appreciate the DG of NASDAQ. I will not do any program without appreciating that young man. He proves himself and he stands uniquely different from all other DGs, the one I've met so far. And Mr. President, for careful selection of such people, I think we applaud you with that grace to continue being enough for you to employ people that can move Nigeria forward and not to continue to politicize a common thing that a common man needs. It's not too much. Giving us security is one thing the common man needs. Getting the security apparatus effective is another thing that requires collaboration with the ordinary people. We are ready to do the job and we are ready to support the security. We are going to write letters to all commissioners of this state. By tomorrow morning, we're going to dispatch the letter with our hotlines to all commissioners and also to the head office here to work with us as we have special unit working with us. We'll see how we can support the security of our nation. I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody that was there yesterday, those who assisted the people, those who have been badly injured, those who lost their lives. We want to use this contact that God should replace and give them the heart to bear the pains. They are all innocent. Someone waking up in the morning, going to farm and meet his death along the way. This is totally unacceptable. But at this point, there is nothing we can do. Life is gone. God knows why, and God knows better. We pray for this not to happen again. As we're going into this period of Christmas, a major celebration of the birth of Christ is always an issue. And I want us to prepare ourselves that the country is not like before. A lot of things has changed. We need to sit up and we need to work rightly to defend our nation, Nigeria. My name is Engineer Brian Moses Sigoche. I'm from the Grassroots Bridge Builders, working directly with the Renew Hope ambassadors of Mr. President, installing the Triangle Project, working with the government to ensure that people get information and your challenges can be communicated directly to the president. The president watched this program. The aides and commissioners who are well-wishers watch this program, and ambassadors watch our programs every day. And that's why we make sure that we do the morning drive before we continue the business of the day. That aside, so I want to appreciate Nigerians for what they are doing. For our members, this afternoon we're going to have a reunion of the Grassroots Bridge Builders. By 1 o'clock, we're going to be discussing those who are part of our members, those who will continue with us to the next year as we're winding down. I promise you guys that we're winding down by 15th of this month. And by Christmas, we'll be giving out our Christmas gift to those who have discharged their duty and those who have contributed rightly into the cooperative. And those who want to continue the cooperative from next year, we shall decide it from there. So this afternoon, I urge all of us, members of the cooperative, I'll drop a voice note on the platform this morning so that we continue from there. I appreciate you so much, and I thank you for what you're doing. I have someone just coming online now. Let's give opportunity to him, Mr. Oscar Okiafo. Let's hear from him. Okiafo, okay. I may not be able to pronounce it well because
You do well, sir.
and
Thank you, sir.
I am not also how do you call it? This is Okiafo. That's right. Mr. John, I can see that. All right, let's bring him live and see so that
everybody.
Yeah, good morning this morning.
Good morning, my Prince Oscar Okifo. I just want to appreciate everybody for this very useful discussion. So let me listen. I will return with my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. My name is Engineer Ibrahim Moses Igoche. I am one of the presenter of this program, Grassroots Bridge Builders. And we frowned at the incident that happened yesterday in Edo State. And we are saying that the security of life and property is for all. And for youth that are compromising security information, we want to frown at that. And we are saying that everybody should be part of making the security information available and circulating information when you see a suspicious movement in your community. The police cannot do it all. We need to support the security of our nation and provide adequate information when need and when necessary. Mr. John Mujuba has been a wonderful ambassador, and we appreciate his kind of person for what he's doing for us. At every time there is a challenge, he will bring it up and will throw more light on it. I want to appreciate you too, my brother, for joining this broadcast, and I think this is your first time of joining us. We appreciate you so much for working with us and joining GBB Live Chat Morning Drive from Abuja this morning. I'm going to drop a telephone number, which all of us have it already. It's our hotline, and it's a special task force on recovery of government abandoned properties with the security network attached to that line. And that line is referred to as the next door line. Once you can get across to that line on any emergency, we can assure prompt result. So the number is 070 777 08297. I'll take the number again, 070 777 08297. Once you can reach out to this number, we can assure you of getting results no matter how the challenge looks like. Mr. President, listening to this broadcast, this is the channel of negotiation with Mr. President and giving opportunity to most of us that are far away from us. Let's take this telephone number and listen to this person. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Good morning. Very specially, we greet you. How are you?
Omokoro Stephen speaking.
Okay, morning. Welcome, Omokoro Stephen. This is Morning Drive from Abuja.
I'm watching you.
Thank you very much. On the issue of the ugly incident that happened in Edo, Isiokwe yesterday.
Yeah.
And we frown at such issue, and we want Mr. President and all the security apparatus and architectures to beef up their security and ease up their contact with us as the grassroots people. When we sense such ugly institution, we should be able to communicate it rightly to the appropriate office, and we expect action from them. So I have just dropped the telephone line, the hotline on the security challenge, and then the next door line, which is the Mr. President next door communication and channel of negotiation for the masses. The line is on right now, 070 777 0829. So we would like to get your contribution and your advice to youth and to the grassroots people on this issue. Over to you, sir.
The problem is the people holding information is not helpful at all. We should, security will have to be, very vigilant, and any information that is not, very good should be communicated to the right place to be addressed to avert incidents like this. But it's not that it has happened like this. We try to, advise people to be more conscious and be more vigilant. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll try to remind you again about the V notes I sent to you, whether you were able to play them.
Yes, I listened to the V note. We're going to be discussing that program by the afternoon drive, 1 o'clock.
Because this man came up and threw another bomb, you know, in the air this morning.
Okay, on this program is
Newman.
this program is not for the um, grant issue. This one is
Okay.
for sustainable development, transparent, justice, equity, and peace of our people.
I
By
understand. I
by
understand. It's just
one,
because
yes, by
we are
one
not
o'clock,
getting information. That is why.
yes, by 1 o'clock this afternoon, we are going to be discussing on the grant development and expectation of Nigerians and what we needed to do to ensure that smiles are put in the face of the people. But I want to encourage you to be vigilant and keep all information across to me as you're doing, and I will dissect and digest it for
Hello,
the
sir.
consumption of the masses. I want to
Hello.
appreciate you for this, sir. Thank you very
But
much.
we are still sure of the grant, eh?
Good afternoon, sir. We will speak on that in the afternoon. This program this morning is not for grants, sir. Thank you
Okay.
very
That's all
much.
right.
Yeah, God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir.
So I think our brother is trying to speak to us, Oscar.
Yes.
You've heard what the program is all about. So let's listen to Oscar and hear from him.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Um, to the glory of God, I am a member of that community.
Mm,
Um, to say that my people are traumatized is an understatement.
mm,
You have all our lives. You have women, men, youth, everybody, even the teachers who teach in our local primary schools. They engage in farming because we have a lot of arable lands, you know. But for over 3 years now, the escalation has just become very geometric. You see headsmen, nobody provoked them. They will eat up farms out of fear. My people will still not complain. Even as they did not complain, they will still go after them. I can tell you that there was a time they even kidnapped the traditional ruler of my place. You know, we have to contribute money for us to pay his ransom for him to return. He was coming back from the town or coming from Auchi, and he was kidnapped from the village. He needed to see where they release him, very far away. And according to him, he trekked for so many hours. You know, so all the while they didn't kill anybody until recently. You need to see the number of people they've killed. You need to see the number of people they macheted. Everybody is afraid. People cannot go to farms. And if people cannot go to the farms, how do we eat? If we don't eat, are we not going to die of starvation? So it is government should please. This thing has to be settled by, let me say, by force, because they don't listen to please. They don't listen to begging. People are in your land, they are causing havoc. You are begging them, and they are still daring you, telling you that the whole land in Nigeria belongs to them. What do we do again, for God's sake? So it is a very serious, it's a very, 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 very serious situation, you know. So thank you very much.
thank you very much, my brother. I am so delighted to be with you this morning, and I believe the next door members are listening to the cry out of Edo people. The situation at hand required urgency. People don't go to farm. How do they eat? How do they feed their families? How do they send their children to school? This issue required an urgent attention, and we urge our security agency to sit up. And Mr. President, who is the father of Nigeria today, he has to take all the blames because he has the final say on this issue. If the Fulani issue is not addressed, then we're heading somewhere. If that issue is not addressed, we should be expecting a breakout of a difficult challenges, because you cannot watch yourself being killed every day and nothing is being done about it. This has continued for so long, and we need to look into it. Nigeria that we know, the best landed army in the world. We saved other nations from their crisis. We give an outright order, a marching order to a nation of other nations, and they listen to us. I don't see any reason why we should not be able to put an end to this whole issue. One thing very sure is that nobody is going to live on this earth forever. As we continue to manipulate the truth, politicizing everything that need to happen, because this person is one time your enemy, if they are dying, it's not your issue. We want Nigerian government to desist from this kind of letting down syndrome, because it's not a northerners. If the northerners are dying, it's not a problem, because it's not this. And one thing again, our people are living on emotion. We like to live on emotion. People will not want to face the reality. When you make mistake, you accept you make mistakes and you make adjustment to continue. But at this point in time, I want to sincerely appreciate you, my brother, for coming out again and sending this message to the central government. It will not result to war, but we pray that nothing will happen again, and we don't expect this to happen again because it's not a welcome development. May God continue to bless us, keep Nigerians safe from these challenges, wipe the tears of those families that lost their loved ones yesterday, and continue to remain perpetually patriotic to the Nigerian product and focus. Let us join hands together to build our nation and give Nigeria a facelift once again. This program is brought to you from Sustainable Transparent Development, Justice, Equity, Peace Initiative, standing for all Nigerians at all time, both those living in distress in diaspora, those who made call last night. A lot of concerns going on about this issue. And I want to believe that the Commissioner of Police in Edo State, all the DPOs of all the communities and local government, with the new elected local government chairman and all the councillors, working together with the Triangle Project of Mr. President, which is the Renew Hope Ambassador, we're going to provide a CUG line to key people in grassroots areas to communicate challenges of this nature so that we can reduce the risk of losing our loved ones. I appreciate all of you this morning. This program is supposed to last for just 20 minutes, but we're heading out to 40 minutes because of the importance of this program. I want to appreciate Nigerians who watch this program, share it, hit the likes button so that those who doesn't get to join us this morning can watch the program again. Go to the YouTube channel, type Grassroots Bridge Builders, and subscribe to the channel so that when we come on air, you can get a notification and be able to pass your message duly. If you're on Facebook, go to Engineer Brian Moses Sigoche. Send me a request. I'm going to be answering, responding to messages on Facebook this morning while we continue the chat. This afternoon, we are going to discuss an issue of Nigerians who have been languishing in the grant community, who are expecting disbursement and who have been waiting. And I want to encourage us that in all struggles, there are challenges. And part of these challenges, when we're constant, when we're focused, we'll make ends meet. We pray that at the end of this tunnel, let there be light. My brother Oscar, I want to appreciate you so much for what you have said this morning. And I'm going to take your telephone number directly, and I would like to communicate with you so that I can have a source of information from the grassroots and communicate it dearly to the central office. Our numbers are already on the program. You can reach us on the hotline and you can call us on the next door line, which is the Mr. President contact. I want to appreciate all of us for working together as one Nigeria. Do have a lovely morning, this morning drive. Those of you that are going to work this morning, please take note and be careful as we move within this period. Alekwi Horfadania. Ball Gloria, original lamb. When it's balling, it's moving. When it's original, it's original. And when it's not right, it's not right. So we always want to bring it to the end of our life in glory and not in pieces. Thank you very much, everybody, every viewers this morning. We have come to the end of this broadcast this morning. Do have a lovely morning as we progress. We'll unveil more programs.